Hey Miller, hope you're doing well and staying warm. You're going to obviously starting things off with Illinois. You're going to be going through a really tough stretch. You're going to Big Ten play Illinois, Northwestern, Michigan State, just to name a few. I know you guys talking about taking it one game at a time, but what do you think individually you need to do to kind of help, kind of help your team just kind of like elevate to that next level? At the end of the day, this block of games can really set the precedent for the remainder of the season going into, the Big Ten tournament going forward.
Yeah, I mean it's a great opportunity, really. I mean, you could look at it, two ways. Whether it's a tough stretch. We just got to get through it, or it's a great opportunity to, move up the ranks in the in the league, which is what we want to do. So really, it just comes down to, for me personally, just staying focused and making sure everybody's locked in and focused on each game that's right in front of us, and making sure that we're doing everything we need to be ready to win when we play.
Thank you.
Mike Schumann.
Yeah. Hey, Miller, I'm sure you don't want to look ahead, but we may not talk to you again before next week. So what are your thoughts about going back into Northwestern next week?
Yeah, I mean, it's something I've definitely been thinking about, since we started league play, really. But, obviously I've been focusing on every game, and that's my main focus is right now is Illinois. But it is something that is just going to be weird. I think that's, it's definitely gonna be super exciting to go back there and, see some old friends and old teammates and stuff. But, I really I just want to win. That's really all I care about. But overall, it's just going to be weird. I don't really know how to explain, or I don't really know what to expect. Just emotions wise.
Tom Brew.
Miller, I know it's a different team and different concepts and such, but how much have your experience of already playing a lot of these Big Ten teams and Big Ten guys, have you been able to carry over from your Northwestern time to now, and just in regards to like individual matchups with people?
I think it's helped. I'm familiar with it's a lot of the same coaches. There's been some turnaround, but there's hasn't been too many changes. So it's I'm familiar with the coaches, and they don't run anything different. Why would they? So I've gotten some good experience with guarding certain actions and with certain teams, and certain players still in the league. So I think that's helped me a lot, and it's helped the guys on the team too. Just just certain guys who I've guarded in the past, and especially with the wings and guards, the newer and younger guys. I feel like I've helped, just been given my 2 cents, whatever it may be, and just try to keep those guys learning and kind of give them all the information that I have.
Keegan.
Hey, Miller. I don't know if you saw, but Michigan State just got a close victory against Maryland a couple of days ago, and they weren't able to shut down Maryland's 3 leading scorers like you guys were. I think they shot around 35%. Does that kind of put in perspective just how good of a defensive effort that was, and how good you guys have been all season?
Yeah, I think it shows a little bit. I think it's something we go into every game. We know that's our bread and butter is our defense. And so we have a lot of confidence in that end of the floor. And so, you see that, these teams are good, and the guys in this league are really good. So, any given night, you could, a guy could go off and, have a great game. So we just try to limit that stuff and, really just go into every game. I think a big thing too is, a lot of people or guys on the team, they just take their matchup personal, and you just, stay in front of your guy and not let your guy score. And obviously there's help, and we help each other, but, we take a lot of pride in just guarding the ball.
Matt Cohen.
Hey, Miller. I wanted to also ask about the Northwestern game next week. Yes, when you say there's kind of like a weird feeling, I know you expanded on this a little bit, but what is that weird feeling that you're expecting, if you have an idea?
Well, I think just the fact that I spent 3 years there, 3 years of my life with probably some of the most transformative years of my life, as a young man, as a basketball player. And just to be back there as, Hoosier is just weird. Just because I'm not, if you would have told me, when I was in high school, when I committed to Northwestern, that I'd be a senior in college, but I'd be playing at Northwestern as an Indiana Hoosier, I'd tell you you're crazy. But it really is a blessing to be, at Indiana University, and I'm glad it's, I'm a Hoosier going back there, and just that's probably the weirdness of it all.
Kevin Brockway.
Miller, I want to ask a little more about the defense, particularly, obviously there's a lot of switching. How long did it take for you guys to kind of master it? Do you feel like you're still kind of learning, and how much faith and confidence do you guys have in the system? How much is the system helping in regards to you guys, having the kind of numbers you have so far this season?
Yeah, I think we're all still learning. We're all still getting better. It's something that, it never stops. It's something you always can improve on. Obviously the team's not going to score 0 points, but we try to make it as difficult as possible. Whenever, we go into a game. And so, we're all still learning, but I also think that, we do have a lot of the concepts as a team and as a unit. We're really strung together on the same kind of chord. And, that's when we're at our best, when we're all, moving as one out there on the floor.
Mike Pegram.
Hey, Miller, I wanted to ask about Illinois. Did you use the extra time to look at them or kind of prioritize what you're going to do against them earlier than normal? And what kind of stands out about that team?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a couple of days to really, focus on them, which has been great. And, they played last night, so, we got to watch that game live, and I know we were all tuned in for that. So, it's definitely just a good opportunity just to get some extra, film on them and get some more looks on them. And, obviously, the big thing with them is Kofi, and then, they could really shoot the ball around him. So, I don't know really what our game plan is in terms of that stuff, but that's the coach's job. But no, it's, they're a good team. Obviously they're sitting at the top of the Big Ten right now, but, it's a great opportunity for us to, for them to come in here and for us to get a win.
Alex.
Hey, Miller, thanks for the time. Just curious, your former teammates at Northwestern, are you still in contact with them at all? And if so, like who are some of the guys that maybe you're closest with going back to those days?
Yeah, I talked to a couple of those guys. I talked to, mainly Ryan Greer and Pete Nance are the two guys. I was roommates with them and last year, and I was roommates with Pete since my freshman year. So, I talk to them really every day. We talk about, just basketball, about the league, about the games and stuff. And so, I watch their games and they watch mine, and so it'll be cool to go back and see them and get a win there too. So it'll be fun just to go against those guys.
Last question, Dustin.
Hey, Miller. How have you seen Xavier progress in the course of this year? How do you think he's a different point guard than he was before? And in particular, do you think he's done a better job, I guess, at connecting with you and Parker as shooters and finding you for more kickouts? How have you seen him, I guess, his sort of vision and just the way he plays point guard progress this year?
Yeah, I think a lot of that is just him getting a good understanding of what Coach Woody wants from him in the, the ball handling role. And so, he's a great ball handler and he's a wizard with the ball. And really can get downhill and be a really, really great in transition. So, I think that's when, me and Parker kind of get most of our looks is in transition, getting ahead of the ball. And so I think, X knows that, and he knows that that's when we're really running for spots or running to, get some open looks. So, I think he just knows what, Coach Woody wants, more than, better than he did at the start of the year. So I think that's really what it is.